Hello everyone, welcome back to Rate My Mahjong Coach, and today we have Fumsa, or should I call you Matthew?
I would prefer. I pretty much use them interchangeably. But yeah, I'll introduce myself. I'm Matthew, and my handle on pretty much all platforms, Twitter, YouTube, Discord is Fumsa, and then on Tenho and Maj I have the Japanese name so I can go incognito. But I've gotten some pretty good online results over time. I got to 8 Dan on Tenho, which lets you play at the highest tables. And I recently started my Mahjong Soul climb. I'm at Saint 1. Gonna keep going till I hit Celestial. It's like my final
Woohoo!
online goal. And 7 down in Ichi City, which is kind of fake achievement. It's pretty weak compared to the other clients. And I've got some titles in the American Ricci Mahjong League, which is a pretty fun league. Did well in the Whale Cup. And in the live tournaments, I tried to qualify for WRC, the World Ricci Championship, and got a few 8th places. And over that multiple year cycle, I was among the top 64 point earners, which let me play in a little invitational tournament to try to make it on the US team. But I
Woohoo!
had
So
a
we actually
pretty
have a
unfortunate fumble.
pro for the first
Yeah,
time. So yay! So
yeah, I
excited to
took
have
the
you.
World Ricci Pro test and passed that. And yeah, it's an exciting time for American Mahjong with all these things developing. So, as far as the lesson goes, the first thing I want to cover is just applying the lessons from coaching. You've had so many sessions and you've had so much information poured into your brain. I think retaining all of these is really, really difficult. And so what I would recommend is going back to some of them and actually writing down the takeaways physically. So the act of writing stuff down more cements it in your mind. And then I would try to use an alt account that you care a little less about and play a few games, just hyper focusing on applying those concepts. Just that being the main thing in your mental stack. And that will kind of build an unconscious competence where you eventually will start applying those lessons without really thinking about it. And it will help you not misapply them. And then I wanted to ask what your goals were to Mahjong. Did you just want to rank up online? Are you trying to just get better at the game? Are there specific aspects of the game you're confused about and want to be better at?
I guess for me, I don't really have specific goal. If anything, for right now, I do want to try to get to master one in Mahjong Soul just because I'm so close to it. But I
Perfect.
don't think
Yeah.
it's not like once I reach it, I'm not gonna stop playing the game or anything like that. It's just kind of I can see it so close, so I want to achieve it.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. That is a common goal, is just ranking up online.
hmm
And so I went through quite a few of your games, and I think, have you ever seen this before?
I have
This
not.
trainer? So I want you to try this for a few rounds, um, and see how it goes if you can switch over to your screen. This is basically a tool that tests how efficient you are, and
Oh wow.
efficiency is the most critical thing in Mahjong. Every good player is going to be able to get 100% on this trainer, um, essentially
Oh, I guess I
most
should share
hands.
my screen.
Yes.
I believe it's this. Do you see my screen?
I don't. Maybe I have to stop
Oh,
sharing mine for
I
now.
think you just need to
Switch it over.
yeah, switch
That's all
it.
right. We'll go back to it. But I am now watching your screen. Now I want you to click the settings button, just
Oh
one,
yeah, yeah.
and then click the consider exceptions hand, the fourth checkbox. Turn that off. So that makes things more challenging.
1, 2,
So,
3, 4. Is it concise history?
oh,
Oh
sorry,
no.
the fourth one that was checked.
Oh, the consider exception hands.
Yeah, that includes Chitoy hands, which kind of makes this a lot more challenging. So we'll
I
just stick to
see.
the basic one. So yeah, you're ready to go. You can just click a tile. So essentially, you're just trying to click the tile that does not really add as much efficiency as the others.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oftentimes, there are multiple correct answers. So Yep, 1S. Correct.
And then
And on to the next tile. Yeah, go until the hand is ready in Tempai.
new hand.
It'll keep. No. So just click another tile. It's gonna keep going until you reach Tempai, and then give you your final score.
Oh, my hand renewed. My hand renewed.
Yeah,
I
give you your
see.
draw.
Okay. Um, and then I'm assuming I just drew that.
Yes, that's your draw. There you go.
Oh, wait, my hand is the same. It's just I'm drawing different tiles.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes, you're trying
okay.
to, and you did it first try, 100%. Absolute god gamer. All right, that one was pretty easy. Let's try another
Yes,
hand.
I'm ready. Do I
All
keep
right,
going,
now
or
let's do
is
a
that
new
it?
hand. Yeah, let's try to do 3 hands. You got this one. So on the green button at the under the hand is
New
for
hand.
a new one. Yeah, let's hope it's a little harder.
How do I know if it's harder?
Um, I think the how I rank the difficulty, I'll say at the end of the hand, like congratulations, your efficiency was X out of X,
Oh, I
and
see.
depending on how many tiles, like if it's a big number, it's generally harder.
What's this one? It gave me yellow. So am I wrong?
Yeah, it gave you yellow.
What? Wait, what? Did I make a mistake?
Yeah, so that was already a less efficient tile to cut. So the 1S accepted the 1, 2, and the 3. I guess mainly just the 1 and the 2. Whereas the 7S did not actually add too much at this point because it is both overlapping acceptance, the 6S is already accepted, and the 7S is also diminished. And we already have our 5 blocks as well. So drawing 8S just gets you into a kind of 6 block situation.
I see.
Um, and so the fact that you have 2 7s mainly is what made that a
I see.
little
So
less
then,
efficient because it's already within a completed. So often, like in a game, 1S would be the correct cut, but for the purposes of this trainer, it's super nitpicky. And so you kind of have to change the way your brain works a little bit for this.
whoo,
Yeah, that was a
and
really
then do I
tricky
then just
one.
go like, all right, I made the mistake, so I go 7, like that?
There you go. Yes.
But then, what if I made a mistake and then like because it doesn't tell you the answer, right?
So if you go to that yellow box at the bottom and you clicked accepted tiles, so there you go. You can see what cutting 7S would allow you to accept.
58 tiles, and then cutting 4 pin would be 57. One so is
Exactly.
57. I
Yeah,
see.
so you're looking for a head, so that's why 1S was a little less efficient than 7 because there's 2 7s.
Ah. Oh, I want to go back. I cannot go back. Is it new tab? Is that what it is? Oh, it's a new tab. Okay, I see.
There you go. Beautiful.
Okay. And then we go on.
Yeah, try to get a second hand completed.
Let's see now. I'm so scared of things like this, but I will cut this.
So,
Okay.
yep, 2S is correct.
And I drew 5. 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. I will draw 8. And
Good.
then 4, 2, 2, 4, 7. So I guess I only have. I will drop 4.
Yep, it is
And then
the same.
do I do I keep going?
Yes. It will eventually get to Tempai.
Oh, I see. I have to keep going until it gets into Tenpai. Dun dun
Yeah, I mean, there
dun.
you go. All right. That one small mistake of but you're just learning about the trainer. Let's do one last one and see how it goes.
Okay. I am ready. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 5, 7, 5, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 4, 4. Does it bother you if I if I say stuff loud? I just realized I'm
No,
like, oh wait, I might be distracting you a little bit.
no, whatever's helpful.
Okay,
That's
okay. Three,
fine.
four,
I'm
five,
not
five,
bothered.
6, 4, 4, 4, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 5,
Perfect.
6, 7.
There you go.
Okay.
So this trainer is something that I did like every day before I played for like a year. This was like my little ritual.
Oh my
And these
gosh.
are all fairly easy, but there can be some pretty tricky ones that teach you some valuable lessons about efficiency. And this should be your default,
Mm-hmm.
is playing like this. Everything else to playing like this is a bit of an exception. You can get pretty far just by playing super efficient. Um, and I would recommend trying to just use this trainer every once in a while and make sure that you are kind of like keeping your fundamentals sharp, pretty much, is
Yeah,
what
no,
this does.
that's awesome. I will leave the link in the description below so that those of you who are watching actually you guys can try it. The fun thing about it is that actually if you were to go to Richie City and you're learning I think it's like learning tenpai or something like that. It basically is this. And I kid you not, I
Oh,
think Richie
nice.
City the basically like the tutorial of like how to get into tenpai that's the third lesson, I believe. And it was or second one, and it was so hard. Like
Yeah.
sometimes it gets like really easy, and some I think because it's not like you're not is it like you're not cutting the tiles like I did in this one, whereas like for Richie City you actually
Oh,
have
it's like a
to like
choice.
which are the tiles that
A, B,
like
C, D.
yeah
Yeah.
like it's more
Okay.
than one. So it's
Yeah,
like
Ricci
how
City's
many tiles can do it?
tutorials. Their tutorials are amazing. Their UI is amazing. It's
Yeah.
it's a very nice
But
client.
they weren't doing
Oh,
it easy. I think they were
okay.
kind of mean for especially
Yeah.
people who are new. I think one of the example that they gave me was a full flush with like 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 and there's like 6 7 8 9 and it's like what is the tiles like which
Yes.
tile can complete your hand? I'm like that's so evil. That's and then
Yes,
all the
there's
examples are
a
all man tiles. And I'm just like, wait, you are so mean. And I chose like 3 or something like that. And then they're like, wrong. The answer was
yep.
they were like 4, not 3. And I'm like, God
That's
damn
what we
it.
call the Chinitsu trainer. Chinitsu trainer is also out there, but I don't think that's a priority at the moment. But
No, like
that is
for
something
that
I'm
to
well versed in
happen,
as well.
like I think I'll just be happy to have
But
my hand to be in that amazing state in itself. But
yeah,
like it was so
so
crazy.
so let's move on to some what would you do's from your previous games. So, what would you cut out of this hand here?
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta switch over my screen to your screen, I think. Wait, hold on.
Perfect. And I went back through a few of your most recent logs, I believe, after the previous coaching sessions. So,
Ah! Hold on 1 second. Okay, there you go. Um, from here, where what tile would I cut?
yeah, what tile would you cut?
Can I cut? Can I cut 6 pin?
Yes, 6 pin is the correct answer. But often looking through your games, I see your hatred of pinchons here. So you would, in the game, cut the 1 pin. And if you look at the tile efficiency there, you lost 16 tiles of acceptance by doing that. And I assume what you were trying to do was to try and create a better weight with the 6 pin. But
Mm-hmm.
in this case, it's not very, you lose a lot by doing that. You already have one Dora, so this hand's pretty solid already. And the keeping the central 4, 5, and 6s can be very strong, but often it's in different situations where you already have a head. In this, the hand is pretty headless. And so the 1 2 pin is valuable because it can create a head from 1 and 2. You can also get immediate tempi on the 3. So you lose quite a bit by trying to build a block out of 6 pin in this headless situation. Um, but yeah, grave pen is what they call it. There's a lot of one of the authors I read classifies mistakes in different ways, and some of them are grave sins, which breaking a block without a good enough reason is very, very bad. And as you can see, 1-2 pin here is your fifth block. You got the 3 4 5 7 8 9 3 4 4 5 6, and then the 1-2 pin is that fifth block.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go on to the next one. What style would you cut here?
Let's see. 5, 6, 6, 8. I would say 8 mon.
Yes. So in game, you cut 1M, and I think that might be like a tendency for you to want to shift to Tan Yao, but it can also be pretty dangerous to break up a block for that purpose. 8M, yes, is a very clear cut here. You don't want to just get rid of the 1-3, even though it has overlapping acceptance with that 3-4. Just
Mm-hmm.
completing the 2 immediately is going to give you a lot more benefit. And also the 8s and 2s are a lot less powerful as floating tiles, even in that, like, say, a one away hand where you do have a head and you're looking for a fifth block. Those are where 4, 5, and 6s are very strong. That sticky shanten that multiple coaches have brought up. 2s and 8s are not so good for that. So 8 is a pretty clear cut here. And you keep this 8 for a while. You also cut this 4M. I think this one's a little different because you might have been thinking about cheat toy, but 8M is twice cut in the pawns in this one, so it's not too valuable for cheat toy. And just like breaking a block is a grave sin, weakening a block for no reason, like the strong 3-3-4,
Mm-hmm.
is a very dangerous thing as well. All right, on to the next one.
Oh, I see. Okay. I will drop White Dragon.
Perfect. So I've seen you do this a few times in the games actually, is you double cut one of the guest wind pairs. And that is something that you need a very, very, very strong hand to do. But I've seen you do it in some weaker hands like this. So again, just driving home the point that breaking a block for no reason is losing a lot. And this one actually reverts your Shanten. You can see it's like not actually an option on the efficiency calculator there. And reverting Shanten is very tricky to get right. So be
I
very
see.
careful not to just break a block without thinking through it. There's like almost never a case where um, cutting a pair, even if it's like a guest win, is better than just cutting a lone honor. We'll move on from the efficiency related stuff, and we're going to get into a bit of defense. So you have right player recheat here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to cut from this hand?
Ah,
Make sure to look at the other player's discards as well. You can kind
I
of
guess
count
one
backwards.
mon.
Yes. So you held on to one mon, presumably because it's Dora, and you were still looking to fight with this hand.
Mm-hmm.
But even a raw honor or a once cut honor is not something that you should risk if the hand is 2 or more away. Do you know how to count your Shantan easily?
No, not easily. Is there like a
So
hack?
yeah, kind of. So let's look at this hand. So the first thing to do is count the number of non-completed blocks. So 3-4 mon is 1, 3-4 pin is 2, 6-8 p is 3. That's 3 blocks. And then you have one completed mentsu, they call it. So the 5-5-5 is a completed set. So you
Would it
take
be
the
would it be
yeah,
wrong to go 3, 4, 5, and then 5,
that would
5 as
also work.
head?
That will also work. So we can do that.
Yeah.
So 3, 4, yeah, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. So we have 4 blocks total, and one of them is completed. So 3 blocks and one completed set. And you take the 3, you subtract it from the number 8, and then the completed block counts for 2. So you subtract that. So subtract 3 from 8 for the 3 blocks, subtract 2 from 8 from the completed set. That brings you to 3 away. This is
Wait,
a
what? I
3-away
did
hand.
not follow that at all. So there's 8, and then
Yeah, 8 is just a base number that
okay,
is always applicable,
okay.
and then you subtract the number of blocks, and then you subtract another for every completed set you have. Um,
So I
but
have
you don't double count the set.
4
Yeah, 4
blocks.
blocks, and then you can kinda say +1 because I have a completed set, so 4 blocks plus 1 completed is 5, and subtract that from 8. That's a better way to
Ah, I
think
see.
about
So
it,
like the number of blocks, and then
plus the
also
number of
add the
completed.
completed. I see.
Yes,
Okay, okay.
and so when I'm counting, I would look at this and my brain would go 1 for the 3, 4, then 2, 3 for the 5s, then 4 for the 3, 4, and 5 for the 6, 8. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm 3 shanten. And that shanten counting is something I'd try to learn. It's like a little advanced, but I think that knowing your shanten is pretty valuable for push-pull decisions. If you are 2 away, it is extremely rare to find a way to win that hand. You are so disadvantaged, and you should hard fold. That's already. And hard folding means taking no risk, only cutting tiles that are completely safe. In this case, cutting the 1 over a dragon. The dragon dealing percent is not that high. It's like 3% or something. But that's still not worth risking when you're this far away from ready. And
Right.
furthermore, that one mon could become dangerous to the facing player later, whereas the white dragon is safe to them at the moment. And then later in the hand, you take a risk with the 9 pin because the hand has developed a little bit. But let's do our counting here. What's your shunten for
So
this
we
hand?
have 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 3, 4 block, 5, 6 block, and green pair of green dragon block. And then the completed run is 1, so there's 6, so 2.
Yes, we are 2 away, and that is, again, a situation where you should be very hesitant to fight. You were greeting for Dora not wanting to cut 1M pretty hard, but it is definitely the spot to just get rid of it, stick to safety when you're 2 away. And then later in the hand, you cut the Nakasuji. That actually isn't so bad, but still less preferred than the 1-mon. And let's try another defensive. What would you do? You have the right player in Ricci this time. You just cut the 6S. What would you cut now?
I guess the person called Richie, and then I also dropped 6, so and I drew
Yep,
three.
and now a
Okay.
turn has passed. Yeah.
Ah, East.
Yes, that is what you did in the game, but that, according to Mortal, is quite a punt. Again, if you are 2 away or further, which this hand is, you want to hard fold. Hard folding means getting rid of the more dangerous tiles prior to the universally safe tiles. So here you should just proceed as normal. Cut the same tile you did last time, 6S. Don't be afraid to completely destroy your hand when hard folding. It's like honestly a pretty nice buffer to keep yourself from making future mistakes. Like the hand might actually start to get kind of good, and you might push a tile that you might not want to push because you're kind of baited by the 1 away. So also the idea that East is going to be safer. It's already once cut. It's going to be completely safe if anyone else attacks. Because if a second person attacks and you're 2 away, there's like way less odds that you can fight, and you're
Right.
gonna be very happy to have those Easts later. So don't be afraid to break up a block when you're 2 or further away and folding. Don't be afraid to just completely destroy it. And here we are in another folding situation. Um, this time it's in South 4 and you're in second. what would you cut here?
I'm assuming we're hard folding.
Yes, okay. So the Shanten, we have the 7, 8, 9, and the 5, 5, 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're 4 away, which is pretty
So
doomed.
maybe just like red 5? Red 5 so?
Yeah. Typically, I cut the first 5 first, just like the normal 5 first, in case right player wants to call. I'll just like, that's like kind of a check for their call, but either is fine. Actually, Mortal has a Naga doesn't do that, differentiate like that. Mortal does. That's interesting. But yeah, so Mortal wants to cut the 5. You wrist the north. And again, it's that same concept of wanting to preserve safer tiles for the future while folding. And um, you, as the hand progressed, you kept risking the honors and eventually even risked a few terminals. And this is particularly bad in this situation because we're in South 4. Another grave sin, if you look up there, is dropping 2 placements in South 4. That's a little bit more of an advanced concept,
Mhm.
but for your goal of getting to that Jade Room, that Master, you're in a client that very, very heavily punishes fourths. So our push fold changes significantly from what it would be in a tournament setting on the online clients. We want to avoid any sort of route that would give us a fourth. So here you're in second at 27,200 and right players in first at 33,000. You could presumably get a first, but it's a lot less appealing to do that online in ranked ladder than it is in tournament to fight for the first.
Right.
Here, I'm more focused on the fourth place and the third place and keeping them in their place rather than trying to fight for first, especially once this Ricci hits the table. Then I'm like, okay, my dreams of first are gone. Once this Ricci hits, I am just going to keep myself from dropping to fourth. And unfortunately, this one pin does deal in, which they flipped to Ura, and you went all the way down to fourth place. They had just enough to drop you below that west. And so that was a pretty critical error that would have been avoided if you just applied that hard folding idea. So
I
it
see.
is pretty valuable.
Mhm.
Um, so next, a little lesson. You can
Jump
see a
scare.
very happy Yusong. And you had asked one of the coaches before how safe are Suji, and I want to hear what you think. So there's 4 possible choices here: the 1-9, the 2-8, 3-7, and the 4-5-6 Nakasuji, which is what you Song is so happy about in this picture, is that 4-pin trap. But yeah, what do you think is the safest? Rank them in order from the safest first. And we're
Um,
assuming turn 9 for these purposes.
Wait, how safe are Suji rank 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, starting from the safest, assuming turn 9? So, like, I
Yeah,
am
so 1 and
holding 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 5, 6?
so 1-9 is the same, 2-8 is the same, 3-7. Just say you're facing down a Ricci and they have a
I have to fight.
all of these
I'm
are
like
already
fighting
Suji.
against this card and
You're
called
fighting against
Ricci.
an imaginary Ricci, yeah. And if they
Okay,
had 4 Mon,
I
like
see.
they're assuming that the 1 and the 9 are just like all these tiles are Suji.
Okay,
So
okay.
what is the safest Suji?
1, 1, 9. I guess 1.
Yes.
1 pin.
You get it. 1-9 is the safest of the numbered tile Suji. Yep, yep, yep. What's the second safest?
I guess 2, 2, 2 pin, 2 or
Okay.
2
And the
pin.
third?
Then I will go with 7.
7. Okay. So actually a little off on that. So 1-9 is the safest Suji. And then 4-5-6 is the second safest. So middle Suji are actually really, really powerful and also a little tricky to spot. Even I miss Nakasuji sometime if I'm not really fully focused. But they are very powerful because it's a lot less likely that someone is going to wait on them. It's just less likely for them to be a pair weight because like a 5-5M 4-4P weight is pretty weak. People are going to prioritize better weights than that. And yeah, those tiles are it's just a very strong Suji. 2-8 is the third safest, and it's safer than 3-7 for one main reason. It's that 3-7 hits more shapes. 3-7 can hit a Penchan in addition to a Kanchan or Ryanman, whereas 2-8 can only hit the Kanchan or Ryanman. There's no Penchan. So there's just one additional shape that 3-7 can deal into. So 3 and 7s are the worst Suji, and by a quite significant margin from the middle Suji 4-5-6 and the 1-9. And here's this crazy chart. You can see it goes on the rows by turn, and then it gives you all the deal-in values of non-Suji, half Suji, and actual Suji. Pretty valuable to get a sense for just the numbers I highlighted on the left there, just knowing that Nakasuji is a little safer than a 2-8 or a 3-7.
I see. So I guess like for
It's also
Nakasuji to happen, let's say if it's 9, then it has to be 9-3 for me to drop 6
yep,
for Nakasuji.
exactly. Yeah, and that's very powerful, very safe.
I
And I did in
see.
your coaching session with Irie, I did see a spot where you cut a 3 over a like they'd reach you with the 6S and you cut the 3S, but they had a 1 and a 7 pin in their discards, and you had a 4 pin in your hand, and it
So it
ended
would
up
have
being a
been safer to
Ipatsu
drop
deal in.
4 pin
Yes,
for the
exactly,
Nakasuji.
exactly. And just as an aside, you can kind of compare them to the honors percents. A live honor is about 5%, which, if we go back, is only is safer than the 3-7, but worse than all the other Suji. So in general, Suji is going to be a little more powerful than a live honor, but once you see one of the honors in the pawn, the deal-in rate like sinks significantly.
What's
So once
live
cut honors
honor?
are extremely sent. Live means there's no visible ones except for the one in your hand.
And then the percentage showing is percentage of dealing in.
Correct. Yes.
So live honor percentage of dealing in is 4.6%. When someone called Richie, I
Yes.
guess.
When someone called Ricci on turn 9, exactly. And that
Ah.
number rises significantly as kind of an aside, but row 3 live honors are terrifying. You can see that turns 13, or sorry, yeah, 13 through 18, they go all the way up from that initial 4.6% to 7, and then 8, then 9, then 11, then 12, and then 13% for the final turn.
I see.
So yeah, you got to be a little careful in row 3 cutting live honors. And as you can see, the Akagi weights, that twice cut honor, is only 0.3%. So you can never be sad about dealing into that. If they got you, they got you. Don't be afraid to cut the twice cut honors. They're very rarely going to punish you.
Mm-hmm. And
But that
what's
is, yeah,
guessed?
guess
Oh,
wind.
so
Yes,
like not their seat or current wind.
exactly. Those are even safer for each level, like the live or once cut or twice cut. They're safer at each level, respectively. So guests are always safer than honors. Not by as much as I would have thought, to be honest, but
Does the number increase? Let's say like I'm holding south tile, and then the person called Richie is south seat, south wind. Would the number increase, and then it's live honor, like no south has been cut because it's double?
so I avoid. I usually default to the dragons over the seat wind, just because if I haven't seen any of the um, seat wins for that player, it's like they might have it, and as you said, it could be if they're seat win and round win, you're going to pay more points.
Mm-hmm.
This data set does not differentiate between the seat win and honors. They just call them all yakuhai, and they're all
Oh,
compiled
okay.
into the data. So this chart can't tell you that, but I would just default to cutting the dragons over the seat wins if you're facing a player who recheat and you have their seat win versus a dragon.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, that's all for my short little presentation. You said you
Oh,
had
clap, clap,
some
clap.
questions.
Yes, yes, I do. I think it's kind of, I don't know, it's like learning mahjong is fun, but at the same time it's almost expecting like, oh, the person that you're playing against is perfect and you have to be perfect, and it's just kind of like, I like the drills and stuff, but it's so hard to apply the knowledge that I have learned onto it perfectly. And some of the
Yes.
questions that I had, I think even earlier today when I was playing, I think actually on the topic of cutting the honors, it was here. Let me try to find it.
And just as an aside, the main takeaways from mine are the taking risks at 2 away versus Orichi.
Right,
Try
hard
to avoid
folding.
that.
If someone called
Yes.
Richie and I'm 2 or more
Or more. You got it.
away from
Yes.
from tenpai.
It's a very good default. And then breaking blocks
Oops.
or weakening blocks without a good enough reason. Those are the two big things I would take away and try to apply. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to get to your stream. I did it. Okay.
Okay, so I have to find which it was, but it's the one that I dealt in, I remember.
Minus 2,000 for you, minus
I
8,000,
don't know
minus
which
77.
one it was. No, it's not this one. Wait, no, maybe hold on. Is this
All right,
one?
and so I'm not biased. Hide their hands before you find it.
Wait, I'm thinking. Is it this? It's not this one. Wait, I cannot find it. It's not neither this or that.
Oh my god. Maybe it was another game.
I think it was this one. Okay. Hide.
Perfect. And deal in pals too.
Oh. Ah! I clicked out.
Ah.
Okay, there you go.
Alright, perfect. Thank you.
Okay,
so what's going on?
so it was this one, and I think... okay. So, in my head, no south was dropped, and this person... the current wind is south, this person is sitting on west, and in my mind, I was like, okay, I should definitely fold, but which I didn't have any like safe tile per se. There's the Suji tile here as well.
Half Suji, yeah.
And I was thinking, my chat was telling me you should have dropped south here, but I believe I dropped something else. Because I felt south was more dangerous. Just because what was happening in my mind was that if I were to... Like, the chance of me dealing into this hand with the south tile is low. But if I were to... But if that... Even if the chance was low, if I do deal in, then that's... I'm giving extra 1 han to this person. To the person who called Richie. And that extra han could be significant. Like, it could be like jumping from... like Haneman to Baiman, you know, or Mangan to Haneman, etc. And so I refused myself from dropping south. But yeah.
So I have noticed you do that a few times where you prioritize trying to estimate the value and apply that to your folding. Whereas that should only be used, in my opinion, if you have two tiles of comparable deal-in rate. If they're very close in deal-in rate, which you just learned a little bit about the deal-in rates,
right,
then you can choose based on that. But it should be your default to just find the safest tile. And if you have a 1% difference, I don't care if the expected value is a little higher. And there's exceptions to that, obviously, like if their pawn is an obvious flush or whatnot, then yeah, it's going to be not worth it to cut the tiles of the suit you think they have the flush. But in general, just focus on finding the safest tile. And what do you think the safest tile is here now?
Is it
after you have a wonderful lesson?
I want to say either 4 so or 4 pin.
It is 4 pin. So 4 so is yep, it is only a half Suji. So it does not have the 1s in the discard to make it a full Suji, and half Suji 4-6 is a lot less safe than a full Suji 4-6. Let me see if I can find the actual number. So half Suji 4-6 on turn 9 is up to 7.9% compared to the full Suji for 6 being 2.3%.
Oh
So
wow,
that's
so it's like
Forso is 5% higher. So it's very important to have that second side of the Nakasuji
I
for
see.
it to be
So
truly
because
safe.
this
So
person had 1 pin and 4 pin, sorry, 7 pin, 4 pin makes it much more
yes,
safer Naka Suji.
I would, without a thought, cut 4 pin. That's actually not true. I do have one thought, and it's that their Ricci tile is 7 pin, which when the declaration tile, the Ricci declaration tile, is say it's a 4 mon, the 7 mon is going to be even more dangerous than a normal 7 mon Suji that was earlier in the discards before the Ricci. And that's because of people keeping shapes like Ryankans, the 4-6-8, and they might immediately Ricci with the 4M, and then some Sap that is has no better options kind of might cut that Suji because it is safer than a lot of things, but the dealing rate of a Ricci tile Suji is more than a regular Suji. So I'm slightly more hesitant to cut the 4 pin because they Ricci'd with the 7, but based on the numbers, it is still safer than South. There's actually a chart for Ricci declaration tile dealing rates, and it is still safer than an honor to cut that Nakasuji here.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. Perfect. Alright. Then, the next one, I believe, is this one. I might be wrong. I might have to kind of look through.
No worries. I'm currently looking through all these numbers.
But ooh, let me see if it was one of them. Okay. Honestly, I don't. It's not that I dealt in. It was more of the shape that I had the question of, and I don't think I can find it.
No.
Wait,
So
hold on. Maybe if I turn on Maka. Maybe if I turn on Maka, I can find it. Wait, it's definitely not this. It's definitely not this. I think it was.
I did find a number, by the way. When the Ricci tile is a 7 and the you have a 1 earlier in the pond, the dealing rate of that middle Suji is 3.7. So compared to a normal Nakasuji, it goes up by 1.4, but that's still less than the 5% of the honor.
Oh, I see. It's like it almost becomes like you have to remember the table. That's
I know,
crazy.
it's hard to find stuff. Like when I was making that little slideshow, I'd done some yesterday, and then trying to find the same games again, I was struggling. I was like, loaded it into Mortal multiple times, the wrong game.
Maybe it's this one. Ah! I think it's this one. I think it's this one. I had a question of this one. And I had this shape. I had this shape, drew 7 pin, and was it this one? It's something like this. And basically, Maka is saying, hey, should have discarded 8 mon instead of 5 pin here. But I guess my thought was that because this hand is valid for open hand, and I wasn't afraid to open this hand, and also I had, you know, like the 3 head is bad, and then it's better to have 2 head, and when I see this, I have 3 heads, right? Like 2-2, 5-5, 2-2 here, and so I was like, okay, I should cut a head so that it becomes 2 heads and not 3 heads. And so I discarded 5 so that it would be 5 and then 7.
Yeah, so what you're doing here is greeting for value. You're dropping efficiency and weakening a block to grave sins, and this is almost enough to be worth it to break that rule, but I don't think it is, as much as I have problems with Maka. I do think it's right here. think it's absolutely correct to cut the 8M. You just want to maximize your chances of Tenpai, especially because we're already on turn 6. We're entering the mid game, so I think sacrificing the 4 tiles of efficiency, I think it actually, you sacrifice, I guess it's only sacrificing 2 tiles of efficiency, but I still think that is not worth keeping the 8M here. I think it's a little too greedy to not just take that extra tiles of acceptance, especially because you lose out on like maybe a red 5 pawn or a normal 5 pawn. You lose out on not only 2 tiles, but 2 pawnable tiles by cutting the 5 pin.
I see.
So I think it's a little too greedy. I would make this play. And actually, first, rather than the 5 pin, if I were going to make this play, I'd completely revert Shanten by cutting the 2-2 pin, and then that would like force the use of the 8. I would harder commit if I was going to make this play, and I would only make this play if I was deep in the hole, if I was in a deep fourth, and I needed to build value no matter what. In this situation, you're in second, you're a dealer. You don't need to be this aggressively pursuing value. Ricci plus Anyao plus Dora is going to be 7,700 if you win without any Ura. And so losing 2 tiles towards 7,700 is quite a loss.
I see. So it's like better to pursue the speed than the value, especially when you're not losing bad,
Yeah.
like if you're not like 4th place, I guess.
And especially the closer you are to a ready hand, the more detrimental it is to lose tiles of acceptance, because your acceptance shrinks with every progression. Your acceptance is going to be wider at 3 away than it is at 2 away than it is at 1 away. So every tile of acceptance you can keep at 1 away is very critical.
Right.
And I don't think it's a smooth enough. It's kind of hard to use the 8M. The dream is you pawn it and then cut 6-7, but that is very unlikely to come out. If you get to chi the 5M or 8M, you're happy, but again, you have that, you'd be waiting on like 8-8M and then one of the other 2 pairs, and that's not a super strong weight. The 2 pins and the 2 S's are fairly callable, but the 8M is not really going to come out. And the 6 pin is also quite a weak weight. So I would prioritize staying efficient and just hoping to hit that Ricci. If you just draw 5 pin or 6 pin, the 2-2 pin 2-2S weight is actually quite strong.
Okay, I think, and then I think one last thing. I remember it was the hand that I won. Might be this one. Is it? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. It's not this one. It's not this one. It's the one that I called Ricci. Is it? I cannot find the one that I called Ricci. And Bomaka said, no, I would have not Ricci'd. But then the person already called Ricci.
Yeah, Ricci Dama is a pretty hard judgment to make. In general, like, one good heuristic is that you can Dama your 5,200 bad weight hands. Like, say you have Dora 2 Tanyao and you're waiting on like just a 6 pin, you can Dama that often because 5,200 is enough, and Dama increases your win rate.
It must be.
Other times,
I cannot find it.
Other times it's like maybe you have like a Ricci only hand and it's not worth fighting, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. Ricci is going to be correct so often that that should be your default. So I do like that you Ricci'd, despite what Maka said, and despite me not seeing the hand. That's a good default to have, is to default to Ricci. So I don't know how much time you have left. Could play a East only game and then
Oh my god,
review
East
some points
only
from
is
that.
such a nerve-wracking because it just feels like just open your
But
hand and call the tiles ASAP. That's how I feel.
it's just a East-South game where it wasn't a very eventful East.
Okay, I'll listen to you.
Just for the purposes of time.
So
Like,
for
obviously,
sure.
better players are going to have an advantage in South games where you have more choices to make, more opportunities for others to make mistakes. It is a little Mickey Mouse East sometimes, but
I feel like on
there's situations,
East, you
yeah.
just push. Am I wrong? I just feel like if you want to win on an East game, you just push.
So I don't really change my play until South 2. So, all right, this is 100% half flush hand. You're cutting 2 mon, 1 mon. Oh no, that's something you probably haven't
100%?
gone over much. Yeah, I would slam 1 mon, 2 mon. Just no thought at all. So half flushes, you want 4 blocks to aggressively do something like that. Yeah, you can take that. But in that situation, you had like so many floating honors and so many Pinzu that it's a pretty clear half flush. It's a very, very, very powerful hand. So you're looking in this situation to think about what tiles you want to be calling.
Right.
So right now, 4-pin and 7-pin would be amazing, and you can even take 8-pin or 9-pin because it leaves you with that nice 3, 5, 7. You also, now that you're open, you want to be careful to always keep a safe tile. Oh, what a draw.
5.
Nice. Now, calling's a little more weird. I still think I'd take the 8-pin or 9-pin. Then you can have a chance to chi the 6-pin after that. Like 7 becomes a strong floater after the 8-pin or 9-pin calls. But, oh my god. Just be efficient. Oftentimes I'd cut the white in open hands to keep the once cut one, but here you're just so much faster than everybody.
If I just get 7 or even 8 or
yeah, 2-pin, 6-pin, 7-pin.
Yeah. And then 2, 6.
You definitely choose 2-pin or 5-pin. 8-pin pawn is the most questionable thing, but I think I'd take it and wait on the 7-pin.
I believe in you! I believe in you, Sensei!
Someone has 2 calls already, first of all. And second of all, you can still chi 6-pin, you can still draw 6-pin, you can draw 8-pin, you can draw 2-pin.
Ah! Wait, just keep talking! Just keep talking! You're like magic, you're making the magic work! Just tell me what I can draw. Just tell me what I can draw. You said half flush, and I said no. I said, what are you talking about? It's full flush hand.
Beautiful. Yeah. I think a lot of, I think I gotta try to just backseat like that sometimes when I see lines like that. But for some hands, I'll quiet down a little.
That was so funny. It's just like, you say the tile, and then I just drew it. I love it.
Yeah, I think talking, like, I think to myself, there's just a little demon version of me in my head that I'm talking to when I'm playing Mahjong, just exploring all the possible draws. That really keeps your mind in the game.
No, for sure.
Also, I have a little ritual before every single hand. I'll say, like, it's this round, I'm this seat, Dora is this, I have this many points, my high power is this many Shanten, I have this many Dora in my hand, can I call? I do that every single hand, and that kind of grounds me, it makes me forget about previous mistakes or tilts, and it ensures I don't make simple mistakes like missing the Dora.
I think for this, would it be bad to cut 1 so here?
No, I like the 1 so cut. So this is a spot, an interesting spot where you can kind of weaken a block without it being a grave sin, because now you're just playing 6 block style. So this is, no, don't do that.
3.
So find your weakest block. In this case, you want to keep your head and you have all other Ryunmens, you should
Also,
cut your
like,
Kanchan.
2?
Yeah, I start with 2. I mean, 4 is safe to. Either
4.
works. 4 is usually a little better since you already have your 5 blocks, and 2 is in general safer, but it's kind of nuanced because 4 is safe to right player. So yeah, you almost committed a grave sin there with the 2S cut. You would have reverted your Shanten because you would have lost your head.
I see. The grave sin. The grave sin. Ah, it's so hard to see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Small. 2K.
Thankfully,
Not
I
too
was
painful.
not the dealer.
Alright, so it is now late game. Gotta be very conscious of our point situation. It's East 3. Alright, so we can eye and half flush. And yeah, either of the terminals. 9S is more efficient thanks to that door indicator. Ooh, nice. I am already thinking about a half flush. We have only 3 blocks in it, so I'm not going to too aggressively pursue it. But if I end up drawing a green or a white, I'm full committing to the half flush. And same, yeah, I agree. You already cut the 9, so the 8's utility is a little bit less. And I like that you kept the Dora, even though it's next to a 4.
Ah, I think it's
called.
the 380.
Yeah, pin's not too useful either. We also have Itsu. You gotta think about potential Yakus in this downtime here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god! Maybe talk more. Keep on talking.
Yeah, I'm not too confident in the half flush at this point. It's a little too slow feeling now. I agree with the white cut. If it wasn't East 3, technically South 3, I would probably go for a half flush, but I kind of want to build my lead in a safer way here. I'm gonna be sad if I draw white or a green, but we also have a good route of drawing 1S and then building one of those central tiles.
Ah, it's hard. If I draw 7 mon, then would I just drop... I guess I could just drop East.
Yeah, if you draw 7 on East is a fine cut. Facing player is dropped a few central tiles. Right player just dropped a central tile from hand after a call, so they're probably about 1 away.
Oh my god! 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 I'm freaking out. Okay, don't freak out.
I'd say your win rate is not too high right now. It's just got a lot higher. It's just got a lot higher. Wow. Now you can even. Oh, yeah.
That's bullshit!
I mean, you're still in first.
Where's the Suji chart? Bring the Suji chart up. bring the Suji chart up. Explain this. Explain this to me.
I might have just cut 8M there, okay? Because it was like a little more efficient because you're looking for a head and you already had one. But your hand was so strong, dealing in there was absolutely fine. And we're in South 4. You can just cut the Dora, honestly.
But what
so
if
now
I
you
draw
don't care about points. You don't care about points at all. You're in first in the very final round. You just want to get rid of it before someone else has a chance to use it. And it's more efficient to cut compared to the 8.
That's true. That's true. Just looking at the tiles, for sure.
Alright, and when you're in a final round, you also want to look for callable Yaku. In this case, I probably wouldn't call because you have a lot of good shapes, but in a lot of situations you could be eyeing this 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku as a way to open. Oh, we're in East. Oh my god, that's so good. Yeah, just cut the 1, 2, 4 nonsense, starting with 1.
Would it be super greedy if... no, wait, I guess... Wait, never mind. Cancel the question.
Yeah, anything other than going for pure speed in this situation would indeed be super greedy, yeah.
Just kind of straightforward, right? Not even Sanshoku. Just give me whatever. Yeah. Just give me whatever.
You just need any win. Exactly. Knowing your conditions is quite important in a final round. And here your condition's very easy. Get first and avoid dealing into I guess you only get fourth if you deal into Hanemon. Because you'll be at 22.5 if someone hits you with the Mangan. So you're gonna actually you're in a pretty good spot.
I don't want to even think
Also,
about it.
Dealer winning's kind of annoying. Don't take that. Alright, now is a good choice. You should think about the most efficient cut, and with 5-block theory, keeping 2 heads is just more efficient in general.
So do I drop?
So you want to keep both heads. Yeah, you drop 4 pin. It could deal on the dealer, but I don't think so quite yet. And now you want to think about exchanging this 2 pin for a safe honor or terminal if you can. Same thing, now we get more pawn. So just cut the 2 pin. Because 3M is very nice, because now if the 3M comes out, we have another call chance, and 3M is safe to dealer. Nice little bonus. We did progress their hands, but we could still outspeed them if we get lucky. So dealer's Tempai now. So our next cut is probably the 3-mon. Be fine to cut 2, but I agree. I'd just give other people opportunities to deal in. Yeah. Yeah. Tough.
And then 2-mon for Suji?
2-mon is quite safe. Yeah, just cut 2-mon, especially because there's 3 3s out. And 9S is also extremely safe versus dealer. All honors besides the south have been showed, so it's pretty unlikely that they will be on terminals. So you do have double 9S versus dealer. And now we're just praying for West's success over there, their toy. Yeah, I think 9S is the best here. Or actually 6-pin, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't watching.
I was gonna do 6-pin and I was like, oh wait, maybe I'm wrong. But it's okay.
No, 6-pin's great. Now I just do 1M. A little too much time has passed. I wasn't paying close enough attention to whether their cuts were from hand or not, but after a few turns has passed, people can change their weight and whatnot.
For sure. Oh, okay. Ominous. Oh.
That might be it. Hey!
What the? Oh my god, 7 pairs? What?
Right.
7 pairs but not Richie?
Yeah, so they increased their win rate because that was actually a good play from them. They just wanted to get out of 4th. They did not want to lower their win rate by reaching because getting 4th is so punishing. It's better to maximize your chances of getting 3rd over going for a 2nd there.
Oh.
Or even 1st.
Learn from their mistake. Or learn from their moves. Because to me, when it's 7 pair, just like never not take Richie. When it comes to 7 pair.
That's a fine rule to have. That's a fine rule to have. It's definitely more advanced strategies to think about point situation, but I think at least in South 4, it's something you should start thinking about is 4th avoidance well in South 4. How can I maximize my chances of not getting 4th? 1st and 2nd are less important than dodging 4th.
That makes sense. Oh, so much to learn. And then just like in this situation, it's like this, but the situation has changed, so it should be like that. I'm just like, ugh.
I know. Mahjong is a game about finding like there's a lot to learn at the beginning that's very big gain, and then as you get better and better, the gains become more minuscule, and then you start talking about things like dragon order cuts. But
we were actually talking about dragon order cuts because I think I once
Yeah.
came across to Maka yelling at me, saying like, "Hey, you should have not discarded white dragon there. You should have discarded green dragon there,
I
or like,
know.
or you should have
The
discarded
bots
red
get really
dragon and
salty.
da da." But they gave me like so much loss of a point for nothing, and it was like turn 1, and I was like, "So what's going on here?" And then
Here's how little it matters is that the strongest bot in the world randomizes to keep itself like less predictable. It completely randomizes. It has a little bug also where it sometimes will cut its like own seat double wind over an honor because it's pure random.
oh,
That's
I
how little
see.
it matters. It still outperformed every other bot and human. So I'm a green, white, red person. Unless I'm playing
You're
people I
red
know, then I
green. Oh, you're
randomize.
red green red. Wait. What?
No. Green, white, red. Green, white,
Green,
red.
white, red.
That's just because that's what Naga did, and there was a time where I was trying to get a perfect Naga score, so it kind of got drilled into me.
No, I'm too green, white, red. I'm green, white,
Yeah, we're the
red
same.
as well. But it's like,
my God.
but apparently, I believe it was that Panda Spy that told me this, that white, green, red is better in real life because when people are playing,
Yeah,
white
more
tile
visible.
is the easiest one that's to like determine, like to see, like it's the one that stands out the most.
So your win rate goes up on the other ones. They might.
So I guess like in clients like Mahjong Souls or Richie City, it's like anytime you hover the tile over, it basically highlights for you. So that never happens. Whereas for in real life, you can't do that. So it's like white dragon is the most, I guess, standing out tile. So that Panda Spy told me that his cut order is white, green, red.
Yeah. There's some that is an interesting theory that I have heard before. It's too much to think about for me. Just, the game is so little.
We should make like a clan. We're the green, white, red clan.
That's what Naga does, and Naga's pretty good. So do you want to send me the log, and I can see if there was any substantial errors on Naga? I don't think that'll take too long.
Let's see. I'll just copy it and then send it over, I think.
Perfect. Yeah,
I
remember
love when your hand is just winning, then the bot is not angry. He's like, "You're winning, you won! Congratulations!"
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're losing, it's just like, "You lost, you suck." It's like doubling down.
Yeah.
The bot never goes like, "You lost,
few-
but you fought well." You know what I mean?
I've gotten quite a few perfect Naga scores by now, but most of the time when someone posts a perfect Naga score in their like Discord or whatever, it's usually like someone Yakuman someone and they died immediately, so there's only like 4 choices.
That doesn't count. That doesn't
Exactly.
count.
Just like it's on my Yakuman don't count.
Oh my goodness. I
Right.
love the fact that it's like the bot loves when you win, but the bot hates you when you lose. So it makes you. But then you never use bots when you win. You use bots when you lose. So it's just like it makes you feel bad even more.
True, yeah. Oh, interesting. No, okay. Well, I can't run Naga, so I guess I'll run Mortal. Interesting, so I have to be logged into my own account to run Naga. Running Naga through Marshall is actually a little annoying.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to use like a Tamper Monkey script on your.
Oh, that's right. I have installed that, the Temper Monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Mortal
Not
also
the most-
uses or requires.
Mortal, you just can post the log. It's kind of nice.
Or maybe I'm mixing those two up. Maybe I'm talking about Naga and then thinking it's Mortal.
Yeah, Mortal is the website that is free, whereas Naga is a paid service.
Ah, yeah, then Mortal for sure. Yeah. Do you find it's worth the money to like pay?
Naga? I found it worth the money. I learned a lot of lessons from Naga, but if you're just starting and getting into reviewing. I think that Mortal is a great starting place. They'll get you a lot. All right, you have to put this in here. It is not working for me.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
Mortal site. You just paste the URL in that game log input.
Yep, I have done it.
Okay.
Oh wait,
okay.
they actually have Richie City login ID now.
Yeah, you can do Richie City. But I do think Naga is stronger than Mortal. Lovelymomo.
Oh, oh, it's just, is it thinking? Oh, wait.
Oh,
Oh,
I
it's
guess
not a
Mortal is.
Hanchan game.
Oh, Tompu. Oh, this explains why everything wasn't working.
Ah,
That makes sense. But
that's
not many
okay.
bots do Tompu. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
only
think
Hanchan
that.
game. Burp,
Wow,
burp. That's okay.
Tompu gamers are very sad right now.
But we
But
laugh
yeah,
at East gamers though. We do laugh at East gamers. We're like, East gamer, what are you doing? What are you doing playing East? Come over here and play
yeah,
South.
yeah. It's South is more taxing for sure, but East is I used it when I leveled up in Richie City. I just wanted to practice East games, and it's like a good little way to drill late game practice. Like my play changes in South 3 and 4 very significantly based on the point standing, and so having more repetitions of those end game situations was helpful for me. But that was pretty far into my learning process.
It's like mahjong is like a onion. Like I'm about to quote like Shrek the movie, but it's like more layers I go. It's like there's so many layers. You think it's there. Nope. There's another layer, and then there's another layer. And then it doesn't, all the
Mahjong is a
layers
lot
does not
like.
matter if you just get lucky and just win.
That's true. Mahjong is a lot like Shrek, but yeah, it's a game of eliminating unnecessary thoughts. Like the hardest part about getting to a high level in this game is definitely the mental aspect. So it can just be so demoralizing when you're on a loss streak, but you just have to refocus on like the next hand, like clearing all the thoughts about I should have done this, or this in the last hand, and just dialing in on the hand you're currently on, which is very hard to do in practice, but it gets easier with time.
Hopefully, with this teaching, I will soar to Master 1, and I will next time when we talk to each other, I'll be like, I'm sending you a basket of fruits, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you 62 points or something, so that's worth a basket probably.
yeah, I'll get you a fruit basket with flowers
Yeah,
and everything.
Yeah, what do you think? I tried to keep it simple and give you two like super big things that I think can alone get you to master rank. Is just the folding thing and the efficiency thing, and you can
No,
definitely
I
delve into more
loved it.
advanced
I
topics in the
loved it,
future.
honestly. And guess what? You were the only coach that actually had me not lose while I was getting coached.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
I
that's why
played games with every coach, and I lost every single
No.
game. Not just lose, but like fourth. So you're
Yeah,
the
I mean,
only one that I
watched,
won, even though it was East, but still I won.
I watched your previous sessions. They definitely were.
They were dropping the balls.
They were
You
being
can
too
say it. You
backseaty,
can say
though.
when they were dropping the balls.
Well,
You're number
they
one.
didn't do
You're
what I
number
did
one.
and yell, no, don't cut that. They didn't do that.
You're the best coach because I for the first time of this series I won. I won
Alright,
a
I'll
game.
take the title. I'll take the
It's
title until otherwise claimed. We'll have to make a crown to
Yes.
pass along to each person.
I don't know if you saw, but with Irie, I unfortunately got like someone else got Yakumand, and I believe I was
That's
winning.
actually the one video I didn't watch. That was the very first one, right? I watched
Yeah,
the
that was
second
the
session
very
with her.
first one, and then I was in first place, and this person, Yakuman, the other person, and then they were first, and I said, I don't think I'm winning this one. And Ivy said, no, you're winning this, you can do it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. I think I need a Yakuman to win.
In those situations, like, you just gotta change the goalpost. Like,
Just
you assign
survive.
a rival often in this game. Once someone's like super far in the lead, you can say, okay, my rival is that player in second, I'm in third. This is now a fight between us. And that can kind of help you keep interest when you're kind of out of the running for first, is kind of building a rivalry there.
Right.
Also, when I'm in fourth, I often think like, okay, I'm in the Yakuza, and my rep player is down, and the boss is sending me in. Someone's
Wait,
gonna
that's
lose fingers if I don't
horrible!
recover this.
Wait, that's
And
bad!
that's how I get in the zone when I'm in
Wait,
fourth.
no, you're
I'm
gonna
like,
tell you're like, I'm gonna die if I don't win.
kind of. It's more like trying to be like, oh, I'm stepping into this game, and we are in this situation, so it kind of helps me forget like that maybe I made mistakes that got me into this situation. Helps me focus on the
Time to lose a
present.
pinky.
Maybe I haven't yet. My
Oh, I have that mindset too. I'm just like, lock it, I can do this, and then like turn 3 they go Tsumo, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm losing my pinky. Couldn't do anything there.
yeah, you can get Sumoed out for sure.
Turn 3 Tsumo, what can I do? Do nothing, just lose. Feels bad.
I don't know how historically accurate Yakuza Mahjong games are, but they're in every anime, so
That's
it had to have
true.
happened at some point.
I mean, I think it must have been very commonly, like I bet you know what I bet what happened was that most of the mahjong parlors probably owned by Yakuza, and
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think
That
that's
makes sense.
why they were associating mahjong equals Yakuza, just because the owners were Yakuza, I guess. But nowadays it's very much not like so, because Yakuza has lost so much of power in Japan, and that they cannot even own like business and whatever, so they can't really
Yeah.
run, like, if anything they will be running like host clubs and stuff, but not mahjong parlors. So I think that's what
Right.
happened.
Mahjong in general is kind of strayed away from gambling being the primary focus, with all these online clients exploding in popularity. People are playing just to improve, which is nice to see.
Just so that we can just to test to see if we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that
There's a lot
really
of
is the
counting.
game, because
There's a lot of counting in this
often
game.
I just go 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and I'm like, yeah, that's right, because the number goes 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and I go, wait a second, that doesn't sound right, and I catch myself like, wait, I'm missing 6. And I hate myself doing that. I'm like, grade 1 would know that, you know what I mean? But it happens so often. It's so embarrassing.
It happens to everyone, you know. Asapin weed like a 7S, and he revealed a 2 and a 4, and they're like, that's not the 3 you need.
Oh
I've seen
no!
player Chambo when he just misread, a very good player Chambo when he misread a 9M for a 7M, you know.
Oh no! Is it
You know,
true that when
basic
you
mistakes can happen to
chombo, you
all.
pay 8,000 to everyone?
The way they do it is you get a minus 30 that's applied to your final score. Typically, the games are like 30,000 starting points, and then any points you earn over or under that are added or subtracted to your score. And then there's another UMA bonus of like first gets plus 30, second gets plus 10, third gets minus 10, fourth gets minus 30, and so you get an additional minus 30 on the end score for Chombo.
Just one
typically.
chombo? Does it stack up too? Like, what if I chombo again?
That's another minus 30.
Oh my god. race to the worst score. Chombo after chombo.
Yeah, they're pretty tournament breaking. They're very sad when they happen.
Oh no. But at least it's better than paying 8,000 to people. I would feel like, because I feel like that would be even more
Yeah.
demoralizing.
I mean, that's 24,000 kind of if you were to convert the minus 30. So, but you know, it's less tax. Yeah, it's way less punishing because you can still get a first and kind of offset.
Right.
It doesn't affect your actual points in game, which is nice.
Well, I think we should wrap it here. But thank you so much. I don't know if I should call you Matthew. Is it too weird if I call Matthew?
No, that's fine.
Matthew's fine?
That's
okay.
fine. I've been called that before, yeah.
Because, I mean, we might see each other IRL. I don't know. Yusung has been asking me to go play Richinomi next year. And I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm
Oh
going to
my
embarrass myself.
god. I always go to Ratemymahjongcoach so we would see each other. It'd be amazing.
I don't know if you saw, but I also did IRL. Yusung actually was at my house, like, until this Monday. And we played a lot of IRL Mahjong. And he chomboed twice.
That's awesome.
He chomboed twice.
Wait, you guys have a judge there? He's at the table, chomboed him.
and you know, and he's the guy who said, Kate, we should go to Richinomi next year. And I'm like, I don't know, you chomboed twice, my man. It's not boding good.
Yeah, I'm an online only player, so like I don't have a club near me, so it's definitely a lot harder to play in person, but I have a little mahjong set behind me on a table that I shuffle around with every so often, try to keep my motor skills up.
Yeah, no, for sure. So we might actually see IRL in near future.
Yep.
We'll see.
Tournaments are very fun. Yeah, you should try to
I
come out to
don't know
one for
about
sure.
that. Isn't it like you actually play 9 games a day or something like that?
No. It's 5 to 6. 5 to 6 games a day.
5 to 6 South games.
It's draining, yeah. Yeah, I do a little, like, I'll play, like... What do you think the highest number of Hanchans I've played in a day is, by the way?
Oh man, I have no idea.
It was like 19.
Oh my god, I was about to say 10, and then I was like, that gotta be a lot. So I didn't want to say it to embarrass myself, but then you said 19, I'm like, ook.
Yeah, leading up to the tournament, you definitely have to build the stamina. Like 6 games a day is what I usually do.
Oof.
But
yeah, that's a lot. We'll see. But hopefully near future, near future.
all right, I hope. That'd be awesome.
All right, thanks.
Well, thank you for having me. That was awesome.
And then maybe would it be okay if I call you over in the future too for another session?
I would love, yeah, we can definitely, like, I think future sessions, we can just keep building on what we've been doing. We can definitely make more structured plans to review specific things that I deem as, like, pretty high value, things that will get you a lot of leverage. I think you're still at the level where you do have a lot of things that can give you significant gain. You're still looking for moderate edges over minor edges, so I think it'd be great to have me on again if you can.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Thank you so much for your time. Is there anything that you want to plug? Like, I don't know if you stream or anything.
I'm just a little gremlin grinding Mahjong soul right now.
Mahjong
on my
gremlin.
own. But when I get closer to Celestial, I am going to currently say it one. I am going to stream my end of the run, so maybe I'll plug it in the future when I start streaming again.
Sounds great. Well, thank you so much.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you again to Matthew for the coaching session. It was amazing. I really loved all the presentations and the drills. And I'm glad that we were able to fit a game in as well. And just so that I can, like, play the game and you know how it goes, and with the practice of inner Suji and Suji itself. And as you can see, even if it's Suji and inner Suji, it's not like you're totally immune. It's just that the chance of dealing in is lower, and if you were to deal in, the point of you losing is not going to be that high, hopefully. It's not, like I said, when it comes to things like this, it's not always just like 100%. It's just most of times. And it really is quite frustrating, but I think I have learned something very important, is that if I'm too away, two or more away, I should just hard fold, and there's nothing to be shamed about. Maybe I was just making it so hard to work and try to win so much that maybe that was just actually giving me the trouble. Maybe it's just, it's okay. It's okay to fold. You know what I mean? But as you know, Rate My Mahjong Coach series, I do have to rate them, and I would love to rate them because we just got this horse girl. I will rate Matthew 5 out of 5 horse lady. Let's go. Easy clap. I learned new things. It was kind of like a combination of all the coaches that I had before. There was the drill, there was a PowerPoint, there was actually like fact data sheet to look at for those of you who loves data and percentage and all that kind of stuff, and also was able to manage to get practice game in. I think that was overall a very amazing, fun experience for me, and I have learned many good tricks as well, and I hope you guys also did. And let me know what was I gonna say? I think I asked you guys. Oh, I will leave the practice that we did in the very start of the stream. I will actually leave the link below in the description, so you and we can just drill together. You know what I mean? That sounds totally wrong. I should have not said that. But we can just practice. We can practice together. Yes. But thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.